Hi everybody, welcome to Infinity Bottle Evolution. This is a brand new spin-off series we're going to be doing. We already have a series going dedicated to the Infinity Bourbon Bottle, which is my first Infinity bottle. Check out the channel if you're interested in hearing more about that one. What we're going to do here is a little different. We are working on acquiring samples of Infinity bottles from you folks. Yes, if you are watching and you have an Infinity bottle going or get inspired to make an Infinity bottle, I want to trade with you. I want to send you a 2-ounce sample so you can check out my bourbon bottle. I want to taste what you're working with. What we're going to do here is we are going to begin to start a base of the Infinity bottle. An Infinity bottle made up of only Infinity bottles. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I know, but it's going to be fun. It's going to take a while to do this. When I get a 2-ounce sample from somebody, we're going to do a review here, talk about what they sent me. There's no rules with this Infinity bottle as far as we can go Irish whiskey, we can go Japanese, we can go American whiskey, we can go bourbon. Like I'm not scotches. Like I'm not setting limits on this. I want this to be really unique and really different. My bourbon one, I'm a little stricter with. But you know, occasionally I might start some other bottles myself. I'm considering starting a rye bottle. So if I start a rye Infinity bottle, I'll pour some of that juice in here too. So anyways, if you're out there, you have an Infinity bottle going, please get in touch. Would love to trade samples with you. Would love to incorporate your juice into this mega juice. I don't plan on sampling this for quite some time. Couple rules I'm kind of setting for myself with this project. There's a couple bottles out there that I'm interested in that are an Infinity bottle in themselves. There's not many products on the market that I'm aware of. Barrel Bourbon has an American whiskey. Well, I think it's an American whiskey, infinite bottle going where it's a constantly evolving bottle depending on what date it was bottled. Something like that I'll probably add into the mix of this. I think Old Elk has an Infinity bottle that they sell. Something like that I very well might put into this also. So if I acquire bottles like that, I will add that juice in the mix here, but really, the bread and butter is going to be what you are making at home. So let's get started. So this sample today comes from a very long friend of mine, Kevin Broken. We recently reconnected around our love of bourbon, and he was inspired to get his Infinity bottle started. We traded samples. He got a taste of version 3 of our bourbon bottle. I think we're on version 5 now, if I'm not mistaken. But I was able to send him out some. He was able to share some reviews with me, some thoughts on what he tasted in that previous version of my bottle. So, Kevin, here we go. We're looking at yours today. So, Kevin, just started this bottle, sent this sample. It's dated January 18th, so just a few weeks ago this project began. When I have notes about what we're tasting, I'm going to share them. In this situation, we got a few things in the mix here. Kevin went heavy on Weller Special Reserve. There's 4 ounces in the mix in his bottle. 2 ounces of E.H. Taylor single barrel, Manifest 10-year high rye, Larceny, Iron Ones. Apparently this is a new distiller and he's got batch 1 of, so it's kind of cool. Knob Creek 9-year, Willet Pot Still, Stag Junior. I think it was 2 ounces of all of those, and then we got an ounce of Sugar Shine Revenge and an ounce of Copperhead Buckwheat whiskey. So thank you for the notes. I appreciate that you're tracking and that you let me know what we're working with here today. So about an ounce in the Infinity bottle there, and the rest here for us to see what's going on. So off the nose, I get a sweetness. I'm smelling some of that rye. It must be that Manifest 10-year high rye, but I get some weediness too. Like I definitely can tell that this is Weller Special Reserve heavy. I get a sugariness, like a confectionery sugar. Yeah, that's what I'm getting most powerfully. That get a little fruitiness too, maybe like a little grape and apple. All right. That's really nice. It's got a thinner side mouth feel. It doesn't hit all the way out. It's more of that straight line, but a good good coating on the tongue from that. It must be the buckwheat whiskey that's giving it something very unique. Something in the mouthfeel. It's really hard for me to explain. I think it's a combination of that Copperhead buckwheat and the Weller weediness. But I'm getting the sweetness. I'm getting almost like a hard shelled candy. But on the tail end, it starts to dry out. You get a little bit of the hug. And that's we do have some Stag Junior in the mix there, so that makes perfect sense. It's really enjoyable. Broken Infinity version 1, very crushable, very, very nice. It's sweet, but like, it's not sweet in a way that your mellow corn is. It's like a drier sweetness. So the sweetness, I get it a lot in the front of my mouth, but the back of my mouth, I get a much more of that bittery side, but it's sweet at the same time. Very unique. Good stuff, Kevin. Excited to see where your bottle takes you over time. That's another thing I want to mention. I don't really plan on multiplying out bottles. So I don't really plan on putting more of Kevin's juice into this bottle. Rules are for nerds, so at some point maybe I'll decide it's been long enough, we can freshen it up, but definitely not anytime in the near future. I want to get a lot of variety, a lot of different things going in here before I repeat bottles that we've already added to this mix. All right, so that was a base with an ounce of Kevin's juice in the mix. We're going to go ahead and pour an ounce of my Infinity Bourbon Bottle now. And that is going to be where we wrap up today, guys. We're just going to add this in the mix. And then we are going to, a little bit of spillage, all good. We are going to call it a day. As for every video I do, I'm going to ask you guys, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button, hit that little bell to get notifications every time we put out a new episode. Go ahead and like the video. Please comment below. Like I said, if you have an Infinity bottle going, let's chat. Let's figure out, let's coordinate getting some of our juice into each other's hands. Excited to have 2 in my house now. So we have the Infinity Bourbon Bottle, which we will continue to do the evolution videos on. And we have the Infinity Bottle at a whopping 2 ounces right now. If you're out there, you got that bottle. I want to taste it. I want to add it. Let's make this happen. I've never seen anybody do this. It's a unique thing. So let's get involved. Get involved in something that has never been done, to the best of my knowledge. All right, guys, once again, thanks for joining us today. Stay safe out there, and we will be back soon with another episode of Infinity Bourbon Bottle Evolution. Take care.